Welcome
Welcome
to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Sarah.
And thanks for stopping by. Tonight is a Tuesday night. So there's lots of fun and exciting Calaveras County news on a Tuesday night, isn't there?
That's right.
Yeah?
There should be.
There should be.
There should be.
And to top the news, I guess just a little bit of a fire update on. So what is it? What are the totals now? The obscene totals.
The obscene totals. The obscene totals are that 1,300 homes have been destroyed. 360,000 people have been officially evacuated, but they say that the numbers are up to about 1 million.
1 million.
That people are actually leaving their homes. 1 million. So it's a lot, to say the least. Most of it is in San Diego County.
That's just insane. I mean,
it's mind-boggling.
It's
what
numbing.
it is. It's mind-boggling.
And I guess we were talking to some CDF crews today. This is on the other story on the Teddy Bear. They were at the Teddy Bear picnic. I guess one of the things for locals to understand right now is during this incident, one is it's no burn. They're going to have no burn days during the duration of this, even though locally. And the other one is they're down to 6 CDF engines covering both counties.
Amador and Calaveras.
Calaveras and Tuolumne.
Okay.
And covering Tuolumne and Calaveras. And so it's, in fact, they shipped everything they could south. In fact, these guys, when they came back on shift today, they actually had to go down to Stockton to get a truck that was getting repaired down there just so they had something to use during their shift. So basically, and this is not to say that we're completely bare, because we still have all of our local fire districts. And in fact, we were talking to one of the directors of the Central, the one by the Mountain Ranch for the Central one, and they sent a crew and a truck down. So some of those, but I guess the only thing we're saying is it was warm today. We've had some rain and stuff like that, but I mean, we've had some close calls this year. It looks like we got through this one without having anything here really nasty locally. So I guess if we were going to implore people, let's just be careful. Because right now we are fairly thin.
We're fairly thin.
Fairly thin as far as coverage.
No burn days.
That's our underestimation, from the last thing we heard from CAL FIRE. No burn days during the duration of
this particular
incident.
fire in Southern California. Because last week they actually started to allow burning again with permits. Right. So because they are so thinly staffed, no burn days at all. No burning at all.
That's my understanding.
Okay.
And also, I guess the other one, the big issue is a lot of interest in the Saddleback Hills.
Board of Supervisors.
Board of Supervisors. I guess we're moving from board of...
That's the regular, regular
lot of interest.
Tuesday edition, exactly. And this was the Teddy Bear
picnic as well.
Teddy Bear picnic.
Yeah, there was lots of stuff on Teddy Bear picnic.
At the Mark Twain
St. Joseph's Hospital. And there's actually, over the duration of this, the next few days, there's going to be over 550 kindergartners from throughout the county going through. And this is really a nice thing that they're doing. This is the first year that they're doing this at the hospital. And they are actually running them through. They take them through the ER. They take them through all the different departments. They give them little bags with stethoscopes. And it's a very nice thing.
Community outreach.
Oh yeah, and I think
that these kids, they know what a hospital is. They're not afraid of it, and they've gone through it. They're familiar with it, and it's actually a really good thing for them.
In fact, on cable, you may have a little bit of issues watching it, but we're going to play a few clips here
because they're just so
now,
cute.
This is
and emergency personnel were there as well. It wasn't just sort of the hospital staff.
They had an air ambulance there, and they put them up in the cockpit. They had Smokey Bear there. They had all kinds of stuff.
They had the EMTs. They had CDF. Obviously.
Here we go. They let them squirt some of the apparatus there. There we go.
Voila.
Here we go. Ready?
There they go.
Look how cute they are.
Oh, look at this. Hey. Yeah, these are some good squirt guns. These are good squirt guns.
And off he goes.
But there was some, and I think the staff and management of Mark Twain should really be commended in doing this. This is, and we asked Larry Cornish, the one of the directors of development there, if this is something that CHW, Catholic Health Systems West, had done in other areas, and he said no. This is something that just they're doing because there is a sense of community here because they are the primary hospital for the county, and in most other areas they don't have that
sort of presence. Oh, okay.
But it was kind of a
and from
fun thing.
His impression today, are they going to have this annually?
I would think they would.
Okay.
You know, I would think they would. I think it was a pretty.
It's a good little turnout.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The kids really had a good time. You know, there's the wide-eyed.
They can't.
Oh, it's the classics.
Holy, yeah.
It's the classics. Like there was one thing we have to say was one little girl was funny. They asked if she'd ever been given a shot before.
Oh, okay.
If she'd ever been a shot, and she says, "Well, I've been to a different hospital, and they gave me a shot." And she was just cute, you know. It's just there's no guile, you know.
Exactly.
It's just they gave me one here, they gave me one here, and they gave me one here.
Oh.
So it was just, you know, there's lots of those little, you know, kindergartner moments. Yeah, it was a really a fun thing that I think the hospital should be commended for doing as well. You know, she was describing all the places she'd gotten shots.
Everything,
and they gave me one here too.
Yes,
so
exactly. Not too pleased about that.
Yeah, she wasn't pleased about that one.
Exactly.
So it was really a lot of fun.
So 550 kindergartners.
Over the course of the
2 days.
Yeah, the course of the days, and it's and
you know, I bet the patients kind of like to see them coming through too.
I would think so.
You know,
kind of liven things up a little bit.
Exactly, it's a little life.
Yeah, so it's not so
quiet. Quiet in the hospitals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll see if we can move this over and do some more pictures. Da, 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 da. There it is. Do, do, do.
There we go.
Do, do, do. I think that one will. All right, I'm getting sidetracked here. I tend to do that. I'll start playing with toys and
then all of a sudden we're like just waiting.
Yeah,
waiting
it's like
patiently.
all of a sudden, you know, what's going on here?
There we go. And they fed them.
They fed them. And these are the different. There was a good turnout. Now these clips right here, what they're showing is, this is just some of the kids that were here today. And for example, they fed them lunch. They fed them cheese. You know, they fed them lunches. They fed them all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I guess that'll be our.
You see, and then you can hear the helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter's just taking off there now. All right, we'll see if the slideshow. See, did it take off? Oh, wrong one. We ended up doing our slideshow on
slow slideshow.
All right. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well, that was my fun for today.
That was your fun for today.
Yeah, with the kids.
And then Board of Supervisors was approximately the same time.
It was. So we were actually running back and forth trying to see. It was like you go, okay, did they vote yet on Saddle Creek?
Yeah.
No.
Saddleback.
Yeah. Go run back across.
Exactly.
Come back. Did they vote?
Did they vote?
No.
No.
And then it was, are they going to vote?
No. No. They held it over for 2 weeks. Yeah. But we did give you some misinformation. If you watched Monday night's show, I had thought that it was actually near Goldstrike. And this Saddleback subdivision of 103 homes is actually behind the old airport.
Kind of that. Yeah,
in that general area.
And one of the nice
so I apologize.
One of the things that about I need a better picture back
fiddling.
here. I'm fiddling with the toys here. You know, we're fiddling with the toys.
But anyway, what they did is they held over the vote for 2 weeks to make minor adjustments and changes.
There were some little things like they wanted language to where they didn't want one driveway going on to Calvaritas.
Exactly.
Little minor, and they polled the board, and the majority of the board thinks this is a good project. And a couple things that came up that I think were kind of telling. For example, Supervisor Walensky had several things that he did not like about the project, but the overriding thing for him is these are going to be basically six houses per acre. moderately priced homes, somewhat moderately. I mean, there's some that are going to be priced over $1 million, but so.
Oh, that's moderate, yes.
So for Calaveras County, some of these homes will actually be more on the affordable range and they were looking at this is definitely an infill development.
Yes,
so
which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. So they says overall, there's been a lot of things to where I think this is a project that, it's not a another Greenhorn Creek or Saddle Creek or one of those big.
It's a basic subdivision.
This is a good, from all the things we heard, there's some opposition to it as well, but it's a well thought out, moderately priced subdivision, which San Andreas needs. Well, most of the county needs. And I think,
it's infill. It's an infill development.
Well, I think even depends on which side of the growth fence you're on, but I think that that's always the rub. But I think the consensus is on San Andreas that they need a development like this one or so, and they need at least one core shopping
business
center. And I think, and yes, they have some of the existing, some good long, treats and some of the existing. But we had one San Andreas resident that came up to us today that said, if it's after 7 p.m. and they need something from
you're going to Angels.
You got to get Angels or Jackson.
Exactly.
Or Valley Springs.
Well, a couple of years ago, they wanted McDonald's wanted to put a McDonald's in, and the actual demographic of the area apparently showed that there would not be enough business after, I think it was 6 o'clock.
When the county government rolled up,
and after all the traffic from the commuters went through,
right,
that it would just be too quiet, and McDonald's, amongst other reasons, chose not to
participate in San Andreas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, there is no McDonald's in the county, is there? They have chosen not to participate.
There's not one in Valley Springs. And there's not
Burger King, Starbucks.
Now, there's a lot of people that would think that that's not really a bad thing.
I know.
To not have a
McDonald's.
A McDonald's in the county.
But you have other fast food.
That's true. And I had something the other day that
was a bad thing.
Well, it was, and it's not fast food, and I won't mention. But
what is it your husband? Your husband calls you. Your wife calls you.
Yes, my husband. Yes,
a carbatarian.
Yes, a carbatarian. But I had a cheddar cheese croissant.
From where?
Oh, it was from.
We divert now.
It's from Aria, from the bakery.
Aria.
Yeah, Aria. It was delicious. Now, I'm not trying to compare Aria to McDonald's. No, I would not want to do that. But if we're talking about fat content,
you should.
There's other ways in the county to get your fat content,
right,
other than McDonald's.
Because this was fat content wisely.
This was a cheese croissant. There was a croissant that was filled with cheese. It was absolutely. It was just amazing. It was just you ate. It was just like, oh, this is amazing. I mean,
because you're like a vegetarian.
Primarily.
Who eats a lot of cheese.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, you don't even need a fillet of fish or something. You ever go to McDonald's and the fillet of fish are actually the worst thing on the menu for you.
Yes, exactly.
Because they're just.
But it has
solid.
Maybe a little omega-3. Maybe a little.
Yeah. But I'm just saying there's other more upscale ways to get your fat quotient in Calaveras County than McDonald's.
That's true. There are a lot of little places like that. Exactly. Yeah. You just have to discover them.
So instead of your French fries, if you need a fat quotient, go to Aria and get a cheddar cheese croissant.
Okay. I'll have to remember that. And also, actually, CHP has just released information about a rear ender, a vehicle accident that actually involved 2 cars, 6 people on Highway 49 near Gold Strike Road, and 5 of the 6 were taken to various hospitals around the way. 3 to Mark Twain, 2 to Sutter Amador, and the 6th person said he will seek aid on his own. So they have just, apparently what happened is vehicle 1 was going down the road and stopped for traffic, and Vehicle 2 came along and didn't notice they had stopped.
So just
and
plowed them?
Basically tried to avoid them, and plowed right into them. So that is just been released by CHP.
Can we ping pong back to Boyd of Supervisors stuff?
Yes,
all
we're
right.
diverting a lot
All
today.
right, this afternoon in the old
Town Hall
in San Andreas.
San Andreas.
They
That's
had
right. We were talking about San Andreas.
An update on the update
Of the
and
general
basically
plan.
Mintier and Associates was there along with the Community Development Department and kind of giving everybody an update in the Board of Supervisors an update on how the update's going. All right. Now they expected that this process may take.
They had built it as a visioning meeting. Was there any visioning going on?
You could envision how much has been done, and you could envision how much is left to be done.
Yes.
No, actually, what they talked about was that as you may recall, there was a series of community meetings scattered throughout. Arnold had one, West Point had them, Valley Springs. Basically, where they get the members of the community together and say, "What do you want in your general plan?" All right, and there was a consensus of things that everybody agreed on. Imagine that. Natural resources, rural open space, hence infill development.
That's right.
All right. Tourism, recreation, history, economic development, and a lack of centralized shopping was seen as something that needed to be rectified.
Attracting business.
Yes. Ooh, so economic development, some of the other ones. But also, so what they've done is they brought in all the surveys and the work group stuff from the first round, and they're going to have a second round of community meetings.
Ooh.
And those will be from November, December, and January, so upcoming. And they estimate this process, the whole process is going to take about 2 years to get the plan done.
That's right.
That's if they keep everything fast-tracked and rolling.
Right.
So I guess if we were going to paraphrase, what was it, the old Yankee? Anyway. All right, this is the quote. It's not the beginning of the end, it's the end of the beginning. So we're now kind of at the end of the beginning stage, but we're not anywhere near the beginning of the end.
That's right.
So we're somewhere close to the beginning. Closer to the end of the beginning.
Closer to the beginning than we are to the end.
Not quite to the middle. And not quite the beginning of the end.
That's right.
Right? That makes sense?
Yes. It's clear as mud. It's clear as mud. So look for another spat of community meetings.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got over there? Do you want to cover local stuff? You want to go to state?
Let's go to state because that does it for the local.
It does?
It does.
We're not going to talk about kin churches or 4-H or.
You can grow your own oaks.
All right, okay. We have a couple really nice articles on growing your own oaks.
That's right, by Ken Churches.
Which is timely considering all the oak mitigation.
That's right.
And oak planting that's going to be thrust upon larger landowners, right?
Well, they've been thrusting it on them for quite a few years now.
But I think now the county has to have a mechanism to manage it, otherwise they won't be eligible to receive funds. It's always tied to money
funding.
somewhere. Yeah.
It's funding. Yes. Exactly.
It's always funding?
Funding.
Really? No way.
No,
all right.
Never. Anyway, state news. Couple of headlines here that are sort of interesting. This is from Capital Weekly. Schwarzenegger vetoing at a higher rate than two predecessors. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has vetoed bills at nearly twice the rate of his two most recent predecessors, Gray Davis and Pete Wilson. And if this year is any indication, he has rejected democratic measures at several times the rate of GOP-authored bills.
And isn't he imploring the Republicans to seize the middle?
Yeah. Seize the middle, yes.
Isn't that his, I think this last few days, all of his stuff has been, the Republicans need to seize the middle.
Exactly.
Right?
That's true. Yeah. Okay, this headline from LA Times, Sacramento Bee, San Jose Mercury, GOP team revives electoral vote initiative. And you knew this was going to come up again. The intent is to change California's winner-take-all system, which would give Republicans an edge in the presidential race. So that should be very interesting to follow that, see what happens.
That is interesting. That is actually huge.
That is huge
for the next election.
That is huge. Also, Assembly employees have been given a 6% pay raise, and if you think they make a lot of money, they don't, even with the pay raise.
And also,
as from a former Assembly legislative employee, yes.
Could we bring it back, because ping pong back to a local employment issue at all?
Sure.
And when we were going to the Board of Supervisors today, the SEIU had a whole bunch of goodies and cake and all kinds of stuff set up in the little underneath the in there in the center of the county government center, underneath the whatever that
the gazebo.
The big gazebo. Yeah, whatever that was. All right. And I guess that the county employees have voted to embrace SEIU for all the unclassified staff.
Oh, okay.
So it will bring another 300 county employees underneath SEIU.
Oh.
So, no, all the unclassifieds, does that include things like library system and all those as well? Or is that all, or is it just general?
There's the administrative.
We're asking our lower resident policy wonk. You know, she.
Yes, exactly.
Our governmental affairs specialist.
Except I'm not exactly sure because they're all.
I mean, 300 is a large chunk. I mean, how many?
That would be most of the
county
government.
Exactly.
That would be most of county government. So it must unclassified would be those who are literally unclassified. They're just the regular workers.
I've been told that I'm unclassifiable, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing.
Now, who tells you that? Who tells you that?
You're a very unique individual, yes.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes, you are very unique, yes.
I would say it's the regular workers.
Okay, all right.
But I did want to talk a little bit about the presidential race.
Great.
And this is sort of an interesting. Clinton draws a crowd in Fresno, Sacramento Bee, San Jose Mercury. Democratic presidential hopeful Hillary Rodham Clinton hasn't raised much campaign cash in the Fresno area, but she showed Monday that she can raise a crowd. The New York senator swept into the valley for a morning rally in front of Fresno High School that attracted thousands of exuberant supporters. She later met with the United Farm Workers. So that's sort of interesting.
And also in presidential, or hope to be presidential politics, Senator John McCain, ever the voice of reason and very measured tones, said if elected he would shoot bin Laden.
That's right.
There you go. But I think, did you catch the stuff from the debate a couple days ago? And I think he had the classic one where he was talking about where Hillary was trying to get like $1 million raised for a museum at Woodstock.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And did you hear his comments? He says, I was unable to attend Woodstock. He says he heard it was a great. He says he was tied up at the time because he was in a North Vietnamese prison during the time that Woodstock.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So it was an interesting thing, and most people think that McCain actually won the last debate.
They say that.
Yeah.
They do say that.
So. You have anything over there?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Well, there's all, and I guess for the Southern California, 1,300 plus structures have burned. 1 million have fled now and been displaced.
That's just.
But most people say it's been very
civil.
Civil, yeah. I guess that's the way to put it. Unlike what it was in Hurricane Katrina and that type of stuff, where it was just utter chaos. I guess this has been fairly civil.
Exactly.
And it's 2 people have been killed, 40 people injured. The loss of property is probably unmeasurable at this point, as far as value.
Well, they need to get it contained and under control, and before you even start thinking about that sort of thing. So.
Yeah.
But this is sort of a lighthearted news following
Oh,
that.
good. We need that.
This is kind of interesting. And it is painting found in trash worth $1 million.
Man.
This woman.
Not bad.
Whose name is, let's see, all I'm seeing is Miss Gibson, Elizabeth Gibson. And she is a writer and self-professed dumpster diver.
Self-professed.
She saw this painting in a dumpster in the trash. Said she felt like it moved her. She took it out, and it turns out it's from 20th century Mexican artist Rufino Tamayo.
Wow.
And apparently, it was stolen 20 years ago and is the subject of an FBI investigation.
Will she get any money from it? It was stolen.
I don't know. It goes on November 20th. It goes on the block at Sotheby's as one of the highlights of the Latin American auction. And if it was stolen, though, and she found it in the dumpster, anything found in the trash legally is the property of whoever gets it out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it is finders.
And that is a legal ruling.
It is
finders keepers.
divers keepers.
That's right. That's why in political races, people have to be very careful if
what
their
they
candidates.
Put in the trash.
Yes, exactly, because their opposing candidates can legally go into their trash when it's on the curb.
So there's rules if they call you trash, but not if they're digging.
If they're digging, and they do dig in trash.
Yes.
That's kind of scary, but they do. So anyway, that was sort of an interesting. I mean, $1 million painting.
Not bad.
In the trash.
I still don't think I'm going to take up dumpster diving though.
No, I don't think I will either.
We better go to weather.
Yeah, we need.
I guess weather. I guess the operative word here for weather is it's warmish.
It's warm.
It's warmish.
Absolutely.
And it will taper a little bit. Arnold today, high of 75, high of 73 tomorrow, high of 62 on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Bear Valley.
You want to do Bear Valley?
Oh, go ahead. Well, I'll go do your Murphy's, and we'll go back.
Okay,
we'll just go up and down the hill.
Up and down the hill. Murphy's weather: 84 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday is sunny of 82 degrees, and Friday, 71 degrees.
Oops, I'm going on to.
Oh, you are okay. Let's bounce back up to Bear Valley then.
I'm going to Bangor, Maine.
You're going to Bangor, Maine. Wednesday, 77 degrees in Bear Valley. Thursday, 69 degrees, and Friday it's getting a little chillier at 55 degrees. And then Angels Camp, a sunny Wednesday of 82 degrees, Thursday 79 degrees, and Friday 71 degrees.
Copperopolis, 83 degrees today, 81 degrees tomorrow, 79 degrees on Thursday, and 73 degrees on Friday. In for our friends in Bangor, Maine, 65 degrees and raining today, 57 degrees and raining tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 54 on Thursday, and 57 degrees on Friday.
Wow. And then in Valley Springs, Wednesday 82 degrees, Thursday 78 degrees, and Friday 72 degrees.
And we really appreciate you stopping by. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow night we're going to have some nice pictures of some more fall color.
That's right.
It is a gorgeous, so get out there, go look at some trees.
Go look at the trees.
And just be thankful that all of ours have not burned.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Good night.